Hey, how's it going? I'm Landon, this is Lando27 Tech. In this video, we're going to take a look at going from an older smartwatch, a 2015 Google Huawei Watch, and going up to a more recent watch, which is the Samsung Galaxy Watch. If you haven't already, take a look at my unboxing video for the Samsung Galaxy Watch. It'll be in the cards there. So I guess I would say, in general, I've been an early adopter of smartwatches. I don't know that many people or personal friends that had smartwatches. So in 2015, Google released the Huawei smartwatch, and it wasn't advertised as a Huawei watch. Google always uses a manufacturer and then kind of brands things as their own. So it ran Android Wear OS. That was end of life in 2017, and I wore that watch for the past 5 years until it literally fell apart. One of the bands fell apart on it. And it was like a luxury watch. They were selling it for $4.99 Canadian at the time. And it looked like a watch. It didn't look like the other smartwatches that existed. Samsung had a different watch at the time that kind of looked like a toy. And if you've seen Apple's first generation watches, it wasn't something I was interested in getting. Also, I stick with Android for my mobile devices and smartwatches. 2 to 3 years, end of life for that watch. I've upgraded. And we're going to take a look at the two and see how they compare. I consider it an upgrade, but also a downgrade at the same time, going from that watch to the new Samsung watch. And I'll try to explain that. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the Huawei watch first, and we're gonna do a fake unboxing. This is gonna be like an unboxing if I just got it. So pretend it's 2015. I don't know what's going on in 2015, but let's take a look inside the box. And man, when I said it was a luxury watch, like they went all out with this thing. Just look at this thing. Looks like a Rolex box. I've never seen a Rolex box, but that's what I would assume it would look like. And you can see it's broken. The band is broken off, and I'll show that up a little bit closer. One of the pins is snapped, so you know, here we go. Timeless design, smart within. Is that clever? Is that clever or what? Okay, let's take a look at the rest of what's in here. Get like a manual that I've never looked at, I'm pretty sure. So it's mint condition. Never opened that up. Remember, 2015, smartwatches were brand new. You just put them on, you didn't care. Now here is the one thing about the whole watch that I hated. It's a USB charger. It's like this puck that has 4 pins on the back. So it's not the induction type of charging that you have today. You had to line up these pins. And I can't tell you the number of times I would put it on the cradle like this at night and not have the pins lined up, and the next day I would have a dead watch, because this watch would only last about a day and a half, depending on the amount of use. So there you go. Let's turn it on, take a look. Here you can see Huawei. And also back in 2015, just fast going through the boot up a little bit faster there because it takes a long time. 2015, nobody really knew who Huawei was. Or is it Hawaii? There we go. Can you see the burn-in? I think you can see the burn-in. I wanted to show that up close because that's a mistake I won't be making on the new watch. I won't leave the watch display on all the time. This is an OLED display, and it clearly has some major burn-in. And you can just see how laggy it is at this point. Again, this is the software was end of life 2017, and it's just super laggy. So just going through the menus here, you drop down, you had your menu items, one button. But again, the hardware on this thing is amazing. Like the actual physical hardware. I'm not talking about the CPU hardware. And you can see on the back here, it's made in China, stainless steel body, sapphire crystal, so you won't scratch that thing. And just taking a look at the settings and the version and the model number and everything. So there you go, Android Wear 2.35, and you can see Android OS 7.11, and the patch level, there you go, 3 years ago. That's the last time it got security patch. So one last time, we're shutting you down. And then we're gonna take a look at the other watch and go through the features. Actually, we'll look at them side by side first. So here's the Huawei watch, and just laying it out. I was probably thinking about, hey, what can I do for a video? I can't even. Don't worry about me. I'm Paul Rudd, by the way. Okay, here we go. So you also get another band that's a little bit shorter. All right, taking a look at the new watch. This is the Galaxy Watch. This is the one. It's so easy to, yeah, I mentioned that. It's not as easy to put on. The rubber kind of slips and grips and just falls, you know. The stainless steel one was much easier to put on. So, you know, it's been a while. I'm more used to it now. So you got this jog dial on the top. I really like this feature. It lets you scroll the different apps that you have set up. Basically you know, I can't complain about that. Basically got different apps on the front interface, and there's two buttons. There's a top button and a bottom button. Top one is basically your back button. Bottom one, if you hold it, it brings up the apps menu. And you can scroll through, pick a Samsung app because it's loaded with Samsung apps because it's a Samsung Galaxy Watch, you know. And that's how it works. I'm just gonna run through a couple little things here. You can see if you hold down on the face, then you've got the option to change the watch face. And I find this kind of overwhelming. There's just too many watch faces out there, so let's just go back to what I had and be boring. But I actually like this watch face. So swipe left, you see that. Swipe down, you got your menus again. You can customize all that. And then I've got it synced up here with my smartphone. This is Galaxy S10 smartphone. And you can push watch faces. So you go to their app and then you download the watch faces, hit on it. Well, maybe hit on it's not the right word, but tap it. There you go. Look at this crazy stuff. All right, we're gonna go back to the original. And there you go, there's a close-up look at both watches. Now that I've had the Samsung watch for a few weeks, I thought I'd do a pros and cons comparing it to my old watch. And it's kind of like a pair of shoes. When you get something new, they feel okay, but it's just different. It takes a little bit of time to get used to wearing them, or wearing a watch, I guess. Things that I like about the new watch, the battery lasts between 3 and 4 days. I didn't let it actually die, but I didn't charge it for 3 nights and it was still running fine. By day 4, it was at 19%. And I use it all day, every day. The Samsung watch is very comfortable. I do like the rubber. I've got it on here. The rubber feel around it. I was used to the stainless steel from the Google Watch, and I like this change. As far as the controls and everything, everything's super intuitive. I really like the layout. I like the buttons. Everything's great. If there are any cons to it, it is a little bit harder to put on. The stainless steel had a quicker little flap. This is more like a Timex sports watch. A little bit harder to put on. Not a big deal. It's just something that I noticed. And I'm sure I've already mentioned it, but I'm gonna mention it again. You'll notice the screen is off unless I lift up like that. I'm keeping the always display off. There's an option to have it always lit, and I'm not taking a chance again with this watch. I use the always on display with the Google Watch, and it burned the screen. And you've probably already seen it. I'm probably just repeating myself right now. The OLED burn-in was horrible. It was really, really bad, to the point where it got hard to read certain things. And not having an auto brightness to adjust, sometimes I couldn't see what I was looking at. I pretty much let that watch live as long as it could. Anyways, that's my experience. Let me know yours below. Maybe you're into Apple watches. Maybe you've tried the other Samsung watches. Maybe you have the Google Watch as well. Maybe you still have it. Let me know. I'm curious what other people think about smartwatches in general. And I'll remember something. That's something I didn't think about when I bought a smartwatch, that it has an end of life. I didn't really think of it as a tech device. I was thinking more of it as a jewelry piece that had some cool features, but yeah, they have an end of life. So always remember that. They're not gonna be a watch that you have the rest of your life, obviously. Like with all tech devices, 2 to 3 years probably, give or take. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. Again, I'm Landon. This is Lando27 Tech. Take a moment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click like on the video. Until the next video, check out some of these other videos. And we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.